Hello everyone, this is Grim Reaper here, and today we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Rogue and what it was like going for the Platinum Trophy. So as always, 4 key points: story, soundtrack, gameplay, and trophies. So let's start off with the story. The story, I was a bit mixed on. I liked Shay as a character, I found him really interesting, and I loved the Templar characters. A bit of a spoiler here, Haytham returned, and I loved him in the game. He was so entertaining in every scene he was in. And it was cool to see other returning characters like Achilles and Adewale, and seeing what happened just before Assassin's Creed 3, and what Achilles meant by how he lost the Brotherhood and really fumbled the bag. But yeah, I liked a lot of it, but there were some parts that I was a bit iffy with. Like, the assassins felt a bit out of character. Like, when Shay got this artifact and pretty much destroyed a city because of it, it's like the assassins didn't really seem to care. They didn't seem to care that loads of people died. And it's not even that they, mentioned it and said, oh, it's going to be worth it in the end. They just didn't acknowledge it. It's like every time he brought that situation up, they just didn't acknowledge it. It's like they just swept it under the rug. It was really weird, and it just didn't feel right to me. But yeah, I mean, overall it was okay. It was an okay story. I did like seeing Shay go from an assassin to a Templar, but I do think it could have been handled a bit better in terms of the story. So now on to the soundtrack. Man, every time I boot this game up, I have to sit on the menu for a couple minutes, just listening to that main theme. It is so good. Like, I've listened to that main theme before I even started playing this game. I listened to it quite a lot. It's one of my favourite renditions of Ezio's Family. It's a phenomenal soundtrack. Now onto the gameplay. The gameplay was decent. It kind of puts a spin on the formula. So now that we're in a Templar, we got to watch out for assassins hiding in haystacks or around corners or about to jump at you. And I love that. I find it so fun that we have to watch out for these assassins that do what we used to do. So they use our old tricks, but now we got to go against them using it. And I thought that was really cool. You also get a new weapon called the air rifle, which is really fun to use and a little bit overpowered, to be honest. So it comes with, like, you can shoot either darts or grenades, and it is so fun to use the grenades and just watch them like blow up or make them go berserk or make them go to sleep. Yeah, it's a really fun tool to use. And so there's 3 areas as well now. There's New York again, which is interesting to see the differences between New York in this and New York in Assassin's Creed 3. There's also River Valley and North Atlantic. I quite liked exploring the North Atlantic. It was like it had this really nice vibe to it, this winter vibe, and I loved it. But yeah, overall the gameplay was pretty decent. There were some weird things though, like, I mean, I don't know if it was just me. Maybe I'm just crap at the game, but it felt like the stealth was a bit wonky. Like, I'd get detected almost instantly in scenarios where I probably really shouldn't have, or at least I wouldn't have before in older games. It was quite odd and quite jarring, and took a bit of getting used to. But yeah, I mean, overall it was pretty decent. It was pretty fun gameplay wise, but it was a much shorter game overall as well. So now let's get on to the trophies. So as for the trophies, most of it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. There's obviously complete 100% of all main mission constraints. There's only 6 sequences, so that actually surprisingly won't take you that long. It's a pretty short game. And then there's stuff like Loot 20 convoys. That can take a while because of how they spawn, so I would suggest farming them out. Then there's Loot 20 supply camps. That's not too bad. You're going to need to do 10 of that anyway for a trophy I'll get onto in a bit. And then there's stuff like collect all animus fragments. Now, there's 200 of them on this game, so it's a bit of a pain. And then there's also get the native armor, the Templar armor. Now, I made a mistake with the Templar armor. I I got the crosses. I didn't realize the maps were actually for the Templar armor, so I kind of wasted time getting all the crosses when I didn't need to, which was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't too bad. I did the maps pretty quickly. There's only 24 of them, and they're pretty easy to find. You don't even need to look them up, really. But yeah, then there was stuff like counter kill 30 stalkers, which are the assassins, basically. They're like the ones that hide from you and try and sneak out on you. Then there was like use your mask on 20 smoke bombs. It's just all stuff like this mostly. Most of the trophies in this game were side stuff. A good chunk of it was some of it was main missions, but a good chunk of the trophies were all side stuff, really. And most of it was pretty chill to get, barring one trophy. Well, two trophies. One is successfully complete an outpost without getting detected. That's actually a lot easier when you get more stuff. Basically, my advice to that is just spam berserk darts and sleep darts. I kind of tried to go for that when I first started playing the game, which is a bit of a mistake, and it was a lot harder to do, and so I kind of went a little bit mental. But yeah, so don't copy my mistakes. But there is one that is very hard, and that is complete all legendary battles. Most of them aren't that bad. There's like 4. 3 of them you'll do pretty quickly. The last one is an epic legendary battle, and that one is awful. That one is actually so painful. It makes the legendary ships in Black Flag look like a breeze. I mean, most of them were pretty easy, to be fair, in Black Flag. The only tough one was like this. Well, I forget the name of it, but it's one that like likes to ram you a lot. It made that one look easy, like really easy. And yeah, it was awful because you had to take on one big legendary ship, and then as soon as you get it low, because it takes so much damage and it deals so much damage, and you get it low, and then they just put in 2 more legendary ships, so you're fighting 3 legendary ships at once. It was stupid, man. But yeah, and you have ally ships as well at the beginning, but they just die in seconds and they don't do anything. So I have no idea what the purpose of having them there was. But yeah. Then there was... I left 4 trophies till last. And these were the cheat trophies. So basically, you have to complete these Abstergo challenges, and you have to do 65 out of 70 of them to unlock all the cheats you need for these trophies. And I left these ones till last because when you activate these cheats, the game doesn't save. And yeah, so I thought, okay, well, I'll leave them last and I'll get them done. And so it was stuff like sink 10 ships in the North Atlantic while only the hunted cheat is active. Sink, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't actually that bad. But then there was sink 10 ships in the North Atlantic while endurance is active, and there was kill 30 guards without dying while endurance is active. You can actually do those 2 at the same time. Best thing to do for that is the first few ships you're trying to sink, board them instead and just use the puckle guns and you'll get it done in no time. And then the last one is complete 10 I think it's like 10 supply camps without well, no, you can do it while dying actually, but you have to complete 10 supply camps while this cheat is active. I forget what the cheat is called. Oh yeah, veterans, that's what it's called. And it basically just makes it so enemies deal more damage to you. It's kind of silly, but yeah. So those are most of the trophies. So I'll play some clips of me popping them right now.
Also an expert at deciphering secret codes. A man with such a skill is certainly an asset to our cause.
The kind of fellow we should welcome in the Order, then.
Well, he's a friend of mine, but the man has an
Oh, thank fuck. Yay, repairman! Repair all of Sturgo's shit.
Ready to fire, sir!
Take care, sir!
Fucking with pleasure, mate. Yes! Ninja, I got the fucking trophy. Jesus. Right.
Captain's orders!
Oh, damn. Oh, no. It's fair, I'm gonna see it like ancient hero. Oh, trophy. Oh, very nice. There you go, nap time. Trophy. Wait, I can wait for him. There you go, instant Vikings, another trophy. And they can go kill each other. Oh yes, baby! Memory collector. Collect all animus fragments. That's all 200 of them. What do I get? Ooh, I get fancy new armor. This war of mine, that is another trophy. All assassin interception scum. Trophy. Phantom Queen. You master unleashed.
I'm waiting for your instructions, sir.
It is a bit. Oh, property tycoon. Another trophy. I'll tell you what. That's 80. Hey, another trophy. Stalker killer. Yeah, I was wondering what that was. Oh, treasure maps. But there we go. Look how sick that armor is. How cool that looks. That should be, yep, there we go. Knight of Yore. Oh, God, he's just... Oh, she didn't even want to jump on me. That sounds a bit... Yay, I got that one. I got the fucking smoke bomb one first. But not the fucking...
I got you, boy!
I got your boy.
Death from above!
Yes, I got it denied. Woo! There we go. 90% trophies now, so we'll kill them. Yes! Convoy 20, what's yours is mine. Woo! Why is the gunboat refusing to die? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Hunt the hunted. Right, let me turn that shit off. Let's trophy. Fuck me. I was one ship off. Trophy for the... There we go. Killing machine. Pop the trophy. Am I good? There we go. I endure. There we go. One trophy left. Right. The platinum. right? Supplier. There it is, and... So yeah, now on to my overall thoughts on the game. Overall, I pretty much enjoyed it. There are some things I didn't like, such as the stealth, sort of, and sometimes the jankiness of it, and you know, some parts of the story. But overall, I quite enjoyed this game, and I liked the characters. I liked the spin on the gameplay, where you're now being hunted by assassins, and yeah, I quite enjoyed playing as the Templar and everything that comes with that. So yeah, overall, I fairly enjoyed the game, and I enjoyed its length as well. It wasn't too long. It didn't feel like it dragged on either, like Assassin's Creed 3. But yeah, so that's gonna be a new video. Let me know what you thought. I know Rogue is a controversial game, so I'll be interested to hear what you guys think of this game, and if you liked it, if you disliked it, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Yeah, and if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you dislike, please leave a dislike. And yeah, we'll be playing Unity next, so yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.